G'day guys, we got Eddie here from The Art of War after a 1-1. You guys share the points against KZG there in particular. And I've got to say, how do you feel like the game went, the series went overall between KZG? Like, do you think they were a bit sharper? Or just not having a great day for you guys?
They were definitely sharp. Probably sharper than us in that first game especially. But yeah, it was just like a slow start. I think because it's a Sunday, we haven't really played beforehand. We were a bit slow with our reactions and all that. But yeah, it was also a pretty cold night. Like everyone was just, I don't know. It's really cold in Sydney, and we were just kind of like not focused, not the same reactions as we usually do. But it's okay. We got the second one anyway.
Is this an indication you guys are moving to Western Australia or Queensland where there's warmer weather? Is that what you're saying, Viridian?
No comment. No leaks. Relocation to Perth.
Oh, but that's a leak though. But anyways, with Ancient in particular, like,
Maybe.
were you guys happy with the comeback that you guys put up? You know, got close enough, but obviously that last round was just unfortunate.
Yeah, it was just a bit, I don't know, the micro was a bit cooked in that round. I think, obviously, there was a moment with Hugo and Neo towards long, that's whatever, and then retake situation of Terry and I. And yeah, I checked at the end, it was like, he was 8 HP, so I just had to land one pistol. But yeah, we called for a double up, but then it got a bit awkward. Yeah. So, almost took it to OT. Could have had that.
Yeah, so I was going to say, because like, it's a really impressive comeback given the fact that KCG were looking really, really hot, especially with Zuko in the roster. What do you think? What do you think?
Very sharp.
What do you think of KCG adding Zuko into the roster? Like, you know, what has it added to their roster? What challenges do you have to deal with in regards to Zuko instead of Mingovi?
It definitely adds a lot of firepower. Like, he was popping off that series, and he's always like had those pop-off matches. But it's going to be interesting with how they like develop their team play, seeing that Mingovi is no longer with them. Yeah, we'll just see after a bit more matches how they go, because like Mingovi is a pretty strong leader for them, and yeah, missing that piece, it becomes a bit different with their style.
Talking about your team in particular, like, you know, how encouraging has the signs been within the team? Like, you guys are getting really, really close to these close qualifier spots, you know, obviously falling agonizingly short to a resurgent Rooster. Like, do you guys think you could be qualifying for any international tournaments anytime soon?
Hopefully, yeah. Like, there's a lot of promising signs, but I think the main issue is just getting that consistency, or like at least the energy during the matches. Like, some days there'll be just low energy and we wouldn't have the same kind of clean gameplay. But yeah, I think we're all still pretty hopeful. We just need to just find that consistency, because it's definitely there. It's got to lock in on that.
Yeah, so you've definitely seen when you guys play well, you guys can challenge Rooster, beat Huss Bets. I'm not sure if you guys even played Talon yet. You've definitely beat Mind Freak. You 2-0'd Rooster at one point as well, so you definitely can beat them. What's the hardest part of trying to find consistency or energy, or trying to get the energy up, as you say? Like, what's the hardest part?
Hardest part, it's a bit awkward because like the sleep schedules probably cook up a lot of our energy on the day. Like some people are sleeping, or like I sleep myself around 3 a.m. or something. Some players even worse. So there's some situations where they wake up in the PM and then it's like a bit of prac, so it's like it's a bit fried. But
who would blame here, by the way?
I won't blame anyone, because I think a few of us are at fault, except Hugo and
I'm having a bit of a giggle, mate. I'm having a bit of a giggle. I'm not expecting to blame anyone. You know what you guys need in the team? You guys need a Rain in the team, okay? If you remember that, when they gave the interview on like, why didn't it play till like 6 a.m? This is FaZe, by the way. And Rain, they said because Rain had to go to bed at midnight.
But besides like the sleep, I think it's actually progressing. Well, we have like good moments where it's progressing well. Like during scrims, we have like issues, and then we spend time cleaning it up, and like pretty much just getting stronger and stronger.
Any? Are you guys all happy with the scrims progress at the moment as well? Like, you know, how's that going?
Overall, pretty happy. It's just down to getting or like booking, good quality scrims early. Sometimes we miss out, but yeah, overall, it's good. Yeah.
Well, also, I was gonna say overall, like, you know, what, like, you know, if you guys went overseas to like Europe or anything like that, or Asia in particular for any qualified events, like, would you guys just be scrimming, or would you guys try to enter a tournament over there as well, or try to get as much official, you know, mix up as much as you can?
Scrimming for sure, tournaments for sure. Like, official time is pretty important because, like, you know, that's when you get properly tested, and like teams just give it their all during the officials, and then how fast you can react and adapt is like a skill. So pretty important taking that into officials. So tournaments, scrims, whatever practice you can get. But yeah.
Like I say, how do you feel about, you know, your own personal career as well, you know, the observing and whatnot, and the content creation from ESL? Like, you know, how's that going at the moment? Because you did a lot. Did you do anything for this ESL Pro League or anything else like that? Or
nothing for Pro League.
Yep.
Maybe in the future I'll get an opportunity. It'll be sick. But yeah, a big part of it is probably because, like, I'm in Australia. The travel costs on their part, it's like a bit, you know, on the edge of the budget.
Are you moving to Macau? Is that what I'm hearing?
No. But yeah, like, having those opportunities pop up is always pretty nice. But yeah, still focused as a player, trying to improve how I need and with the team. Yeah.
So what would be first? Like, in particular, you'll be player first, and that part's the backup plan, or is it that's the main thing and the player's the backup plan, or is it just whatever goes, whatever works?
Yeah. So, like, priorities, you could list it. Obviously, player definitely still the top, and then, you know, observing or content observing, whatever pops up. That's like possibly future, but not really in my mind as like a main priority for now. And then I guess there's also the coaching side of things. But yeah, like,
are you coaching any teams currently? Because I know you coached the Mindfreak female team that did massive success.
Yeah. So it's not like heaps of time spent into it. I just spend whatever I can. But I'm coaching the women's team. They should be playing in the upcoming tourney in Riyadh, the IESF one.
Oh yeah, the
pretty sick.
The Australian team, is that right? Who's in the Australian team?
Yeah, Team Australia. Right now, Artemis, Hope, Connie subs in, but like that 5th spot is a bit unsure right now. It's like just whoever can pop up on the day. But Camille, my mind's gone blank.
Dorian Sarcastica.
Viridian should be Viridian will be playing at the event most likely. Yep. Who am I missing?
I think you got 5 there.
Mia and Nukes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, that 5th spot is just in terms of prac.
Yeah.
It's whatever right now. But yeah.
And like, how hard is it to manage a roster like that, particularly where that 5th spot could be varied? Is like, you know, is the strats like they give the 5th person like the less amount of strategy going into that? Like, they give the positions where like you don't need to land flashes or anything like that? Like, how does that work?
Sometimes it's a bit awkward. Like, on the day, someone might play a different role, but yeah, it's always a bit hard for expectations or just consistency. Yeah. Because everyone just has different schedules. It's hard to get everyone on the same page, and you just do what you can pretty much up until the event. Yeah.
Do you think like role clashes are like important in a team, or is it possible for like players to learn multiple different roles in a team so they can do a different role if another player comes in?
Role clashes, sure, but it also depends on like the player and their attitude, I guess. Because like you can be good at so many roles, but your attitude going into like the team environment and like focusing on another role. Like, let's say you're just like a crazy example, you're an AWPer, but you play just a B anchor role, that type of thing. You have to be like open-minded and just be comfortable and trust your teammate to, you know, perform their best and progress with that. Because like at the end of the day, your goal is to win. So you can't kind of like figuring out what's the best formula or like, you know, best way to get those results. Yeah.
B-side's like, you know, you're swiping the credit card to just buy a few extra seconds, basically. It's like, can we buy 5 seconds on the side? Okay, maybe 10. And the B-side anchor's like,
exactly.
The B-side anchor's like the pawn shop owner. The best I could do is 6 seconds. I can't see anything, bro.
Yeah, as long as they lock it down.
Yep. So yeah, like I say, overall, with the content side in particular, like, what sort of like things you've learned from the content side, that people have taught you, like, what to spectate and what to go in? Do you get given things to do, or do they let you go free reign?
Content in terms of?
The observing side, sorry.
Oh, observing side? So like the actual practice of observing, like...
Oh no, from the content end, not the observing of the match, but the content end. When they want content.
Oh yeah.
How's that done?
So the actual content observing role, pretty much, you're on the group chat with the analysis, and during the live match, they might find something cool that they want to talk about at some point later on, like at a desk segment.
Yeah.
And so they type out like whatever they want. Some analysis are more detailed of what they want. But if you're ever confused, you can always just ask them for more details. And then you go off into the demo, you load up the software like HLA, and then you start recording the POVs, record the cinematics, make it look nice, make the context make sense for the viewer, and also, let the content work of what the analysis wants to say, type of thing. Yeah, so it's just like you edit on the side and then upload to a document, and then they show it on the desk, that type of thing.
Yep. So you basically get given the stuff, you get the camera angles, and that's where your magic works, basically.
Yeah, like editing and then recording 3D, like the third person perspective shots, and all of that.
Now, I know they've been doing a few pit stop crew memes at ESL Pro League where they fix the computers and how quick they do it. Have you ever been ESL pit stops before, and how quickly you create content for analysts? Like, what's your quickest time when you've got a content piece out for them?
Yeah, right now it's a bit harder to get like fast-paced stuff, because something broke with the demos in CS2, so you can't actually like cut a demo during a live match to go record that part really quickly after the game starts. So that they changed up the way like the workflow works, where you just do the day after or a few matches after. So it's not that bad. But in terms of pit stop, there's situations where you're observing and your PC or like the game just crashes. You can't do much about it. It's just like a CS2 thing.
Yeah.
It happens like maybe once or twice at DreamHack Melbourne, and probably another event. But like when that happens, your cinematics guy next to you, he just puts on his POV.
Yep.
And then you just restart your game and set up everything really quickly. So it's like, it pretty much is like that pit stop meme in a way.
Yeah, it's like the time pressure of getting back into the server.
Yeah, you got to get back in quick, because like the players aren't gonna go call a timeout, or admin's not gonna call a timeout for you.
Yeah. So how quickly have you loaded up CS after a crash? Talk about that pit stop meme.
Well, it wasn't any panic moment. It was just a quick launch and then go. Just 20 seconds maybe.
Yeah, 20 seconds. Yeah, 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Get the head, get
World record pace.
Get the full tennis cap on and get the full headband on and just be like, come on, we gotta go faster.
Yeah. Exactly.
Do you reckon ESL will ever introduce a segment where some of the tech people who fix up all the tech actually pit stop a Formula 1 car?
Ooh. That could be a good crossover.
Yeah.
That might be a content piece, Josh. You might be cooking.
By the way, I've put it on copyright, and now you have to I'm gonna patent it and trademark it, so you're gonna pay me royalties.
Trademark copyright. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Gotta save the idea.
I'm gonna say that would actually be a very good content piece.
Yeah, so far though, they've been doing a really good job on the content.
Oh yeah, I've got to say,
very enjoyable to watch.
The tier list in particular for Rooster players, okay, you got number 1, okay, I'm gonna ask how, okay, question mark, obviously how, I was caught off guard that Netic and Juices weren't up there.
For 80k number 1.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, yeah.
Netic number 7. Yeah, Netic number 7. Opposite end, but I think that's just like a personal grudge thing. I'll take number 6, but it's a bit questionable. Swanky above me, like right above me. I'm not sure.
Yeah, also
not a fan of that one.
Also Apollo, like Apollo's Swanky. Like Swanky's not playing the game. Apollo is. It's the dog. He's on the desk.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah,
they dog. Like every time they switch to him in champs, they have to shove it. You should shove him on and be like, we can't have it. Them no, the dog's playing, mate.
Yeah, he got the dog, and then Kyo had the cats. Like
exactly.
Just however many cats.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyways, man, you're always an interesting and good guy to talk to. In particular, you do so many different roles and so many different things. And, you know, it's always good to know about them. And I think the crowd really appreciates it as well, you know, get to know what you guys do behind the scenes and also on the scene as a player. And I really appreciate coming on.
No worries. Thank you for having me on. Nice. And thank you for casting the games too.
All good. See you guys later in the crowd, and thank you for coming on once again. Peace out.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.